Well, hello everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and it's pretty obvious that I've spent the last 4 days not going out in my car, because if I had been out in my car, you know I would have been talking to you. And I only just realized that this morning. Hang on a second. Ange? Where are you going?
What?
Where are you going?
Where?
Come. Seatbelt. All right, everybody, so that was a total misunderstanding. I'm just about to take a corner, and who do I see standing at the bus stop? Then obviously Ange, who you all know. Say hello to the Peeps, Ange.
Hello.
Okay, don't know if that worked, but good morning to Ange, or good afternoon as the case may be. I was just saying, I obviously have not been driving anywhere because I hadn't talked to the Peeps for 4 days.
Uh-oh.
And I just realized that this morning. I thought, I haven't put a vlog up. Now, I have been doing some vlogs,
Yes.
but I haven't actually been putting them up. Why, you're asking? Well, because I did one before I came out. That's on my gizmos, Ange. My egg gizmos. Anyway, but what I wanted to make a point about here was that, you know, I often say to you, this is why we do what we do. And I got a really nice note. Some of you might have read about it, but I had a really nice note from one of our viewers who came into a broadcast a few months ago. Must have been quite a few months ago, actually. And her issue was that she really had a problem. She was in love with somebody that the parents didn't approve of for whatever reasons, although she'd known him a lifetime, and she wanted some help on what she might be able to do. And it was quite funny because, you know, that night we had quite a few mothers in the room. So she got both sides of the story. We had some young people, and we also had some motherly types. But basically everybody said the same thing, you know, which is, if you really love this guy and you've loved him all your life, then, you know, really, the parents need to get a life here. But it was her choice, and we gave her both sides. You know, she ran the risk of the parents supposedly never talking to her again, but most of us felt that in time they'd get over it. Most parents do, or they wouldn't, and that was a risk, and that's called a calculated risk. If you know what the worst case scenario is, oh, look at that, twins in a pram. Does that remind you of anybody we know? Anyway, she wrote to tell me and us, all the Peeps, that she's getting married at the beginning of June. So exciting. You know, that part of me that gets excited about stuff like that. So really happy for her. And she wrote to thank us all. Now, you know, you sort of smile because you go, what did we do? Well, what we did was we actually told her it was okay. And I think that's important. That's an important part of what we do as DearMamaSal Peeps, is we actually help people see that it's okay. I've never taken Ange to work before, so I'm sort of driving in the dark here, but luckily she's not screaming at me yet, so I must be doing something nearly right. Don't scream, Ange. I'm going to drop you here because then I can just keep going.
Yeah.
All right, Ange, give me a hug before you go, sweetie.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Sorry to get you to work early, but you'll
That's
get over
okay.
that. You look very very
Thank
good
you.
employee. So it really is a great thing. Now, the other thing was that I did say to you guys that I was going to go down to the Tulip Festival this weekend, or this week. And it was my intent until I thought, duh, I'm going down to see Benji and Judy the following weekend. And I think it'll still be going on. So there was that part of me that got pragmatic. And when I say pragmatic, it's like, did I want to spend that much gas twice in 1 month? When you drive a V8, you have to think about those things. That's quite a lot of gas money. So I decided, no, I'm going to do it all in one trip. And if all the tulips have gone by the time I get there, then I'll get you pictures and I'll show you what it looked like. Or, as I go past, I'll go, if there were tulips, this is where they would have been. And you will love me for it, of course. But here's the other reason I'm not going. I don't know what it was that triggered me, and I'll think about it. I think it was because I asked permission of the crew. I asked for somebody to give me permission to rest. I think that's what I said. Could somebody give me permission to rest? Now, rest to me obviously means something very different from other people. Because as soon as somebody gave me that permission, and I can't remember who it was, but somebody did, what happened was I suddenly decided, my gosh, I've got a week off. And one of my big goals in life was to take my book, The Problem Solver, which I wrote nearly 20 years ago, with the idea of helping people solve their own problems. And I thought, if I did a little bit every day, I could almost get that finished in a week. It's already written. I've just got to copy type it into a program and put it up for distribution. Now, I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do that. Whether I'm going to make it sort of one price for subscribers and then another price for other people, or what I'm going to do, but I'm certain I've got enough experience out there of all my viewers who know the value of stuff, and to me it was like, boy, this is a really important thing that I wrote. I've sold over 5,000 copies already when I published it, but I stopped republishing it because I stopped being a professional speaker. And so I let it sort of run out. And now, really, the bigger market for it and the most intelligent market for it is the internet. And so I'm just putting it together. I'm about probably a third of the way through now. And I'm going to keep going at it. Very kindly, Robin has offered to help me copy check it. And I could do with one other person who really does like to copy check. What you're looking for is, does it work? And secondly, do you see any typos or any bad grammar or something that's a bit weird? The only problem is it won't make logical sense until it's finished, because this isn't a book that reads page by page by page. This is a book that asks you questions, and depending on your answers, it takes you to another page. It's highly interactive. And I really had a lot of experience with the book when I was on tour a lot. And women absolutely loved it because it went where their brains went. It didn't sort of go in a definite order. So I can understand that Jen may have a problem with this. Anybody that is very goal-oriented in a very straight line could have a problem because it doesn't go in a straight line. It jumps all over the place. So creative people will probably find it interesting. Anyway, it's a great book. It's a great book for people who want to answer their own questions. And so I'm so excited on the one part. And what I thought I'd do is I would take a little bit of it and just put those little bits into a sequence for you so you could get the idea. Would you like that? just so you know what I'm talking about, and I'll make a little video and show you how it works. Uh, and hopefully I'll get some feedback from you. I really would like to know what sort of price point I should put it at. And obviously those of you who are the super fans are going to have a very different price point from those people who may just happen to stumble across it. So it would be a wonderful thing if I could get this working and online and making its own life on the internet, because it would help us help a lot of people. I know I've come across people years and years later who still, you know, if I meet them, they go, I still got that little book in my library here, or on my bookshelf. And I go, really? And they said, yeah, and I still use it. When I start going around in circles, I still pull it out and I start using it again. And I said, that's wonderful to hear. I mean, what a wonderful compliment. So I'm very, very excited. And now, for those of you who've been following my Facebook tweets, I'm actually... oh, the reason I was telling you that story is because I worked through the night. You know, I worked until midnight, and then I was on a roll, so then I carried on working until 3, and I thought, I really should go to bed now. And then it got to 4, and I really should go to bed now. And then it got to 5:30, and I went, there isn't much point in going to bed now. And so I just carried on. I slept very well last night. All right, peeps, I'm going to go and do some shopping. I made a goal to do 3 things today, and I haven't started them yet. I was about to start them when I realized I need to go shopping. I desperately need to go shopping. And there's no point in going shopping after I've done all the dirty work, so I'm going to go shopping while I'm clean, and then I can go home and do the dirty work that I made a commitment to do today. So I'm off. I'm at Walmart, and I'm quickly going to pick up what I can, and I'll check in with you guys later. Bye-bye for now. Well, I was just thinking that a couple of things I love about being on vacation is, number one, I'm not in a hurry. I just realized that. So I picked up a couple of quick... Oops. These are really nice, don't you think? So, picked up one in beige, and then one in black. Just very nice for slipping over the top, make it look a bit more elegant. Well, the other thing that I love about not having to rush, but the other thing I love is I can wear perfume. Yeah. I'm not allowed to wear perfume at work, so I never get a chance to do that. So it's really nice to be able to do that. I'm here to try and get a external hard drive. I've got one somewhere in my house, but I've lost it. I bought one at Christmas time. Just want to see what the prices are at this time, because it might be quicker just to buy a new one until I can find the old one. Hi ma'am, where would I find an external hard drive? Next aisle? I was close, right? Yeah. Thank you. So, let's have a look here. Alright peeps, I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye-bye for now. Well, hello everybody, this is me again. And I should not be allowed in Walmart. I try not to go. I really do. I don't think I've been for a couple of months. And the reason is I can drop more money in Walmart than anybody deserves to. But you have to understand that I did get some stuff for some presents and stuff. I did get myself a 3 terabyte external hard drive. And the ridiculous thing is, I bought a 1 terabyte external hard drive at Christmas time on sale for $100, or the best part thereof. I just bought a 3 terabyte for $128. And even if I find the 1 tetrabyte, it's somewhere in my bedroom, and I can hear somebody I know saying everything in its place and a place for everything, I put it away carefully. You know, I even took it out of the wrapping, out of the box, and then put it away carefully. I was obviously going to use it, and then realized I had too much left on my previous hard drive, so I put it aside until my previous hard drive filled up, which is now. Just about. And of course I can't find it. I will. As I go around my room, I will find it. It's carefully put away in a box somewhere. I mean, I would have treated that like gold dust. We know that. So anyway, so that was one thing. I did buy some other things that are what I call not everyday things. And so, but even so, you know, what happens is I go to Walmart and I buy bulk stuff, and that's one of the reasons I don't like going. I think I waste more money. You know, I don't want a whole stalk of celery because I'm a single person. I'm cooking for 1, not for 100. I like going to my local Kins market where I can pick up 2 or 3 stalks to last me for the week and it's fresh. I don't want necessarily to buy a 6-pack of bathroom Kleenex tissue. But you have to, basically. Unless I want to buy 1 Kleenex box for roughly the same price. So, do you know what I mean? It's like, if I buy the no-name brand, I'm forced to buy more than I really want. And so, whilst it is a good idea to go, I try not to go very often. Because that's what I do. I've got one of those minds. I can't resist it. It's a deal, I know it's a deal, I need to buy it. And of course, they absolutely wait for me to walk in. Ah, lordy, lordy. Anyway, I'm hoping that I can forgive myself. Now, the trick is, because I've got more of those sort of things than I want, I'm really going to force myself the next couple of days to do some bulk cooking. You know, to do some stews and use up some of this vegetable stuff so that I'm not regretting the fact that I have lost out. And I'm not throwing it all away at the end of the week. Right, good idea, so. Other than that, I, of course, am now exhausted. I probably spent 2 hours in there. I really did wonder a bit, and I did buy some makeup, to be fair. I did. Because I've got some catching up on vlogs I need to do for you, and I might as well do it with makeup, right? Because you guys like that sort of stuff. So, I bought some interesting looking lipsticks. Hey, NYX NYX is like ridiculously cheap. I think I got 4 lipsticks for the price of 1. Like 2 lipsticks for $3. I mean, who buy? Oh, look at that Porsche. A red Porsche. Oh, those were the days, Sal. Oh, lordy. I've got to stop telling you guys those stories, right? Okay. At least one viewer I know is going, Sal, after midnight, tell me that story. And she's rolling her eyes at me too. Too cute. Never mind. All right. So I'm going to go and unpack everything. Bye-bye for now.